Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. My name is Akash and I will be serving now today's meeting. Before starting today's meeting, I would like to mention 4 ground rules that I follow in every Toastmasters meeting. As Toastmasters, we don't talk about sex, religion, politics, so please refrain from these topics. Second, kindly turn off your mobile phones and put them on silent mode. I will give you 10 seconds to do this. Please do not cross-talk or move around while a speaker is speaking on the stage. And fourth is, please, I'm requesting all members to sign on the register before leaving. The mission is to provide positive learning experience, in which supportive and positive learning experience will help the members to develop communication and leadership skills, helps them to get self-confidence and personal growth. To start today's meeting, I would like to call the presiding officer. She's a product manager at a Fortune 50 company and also very devoted member of Medley in every sense of the word. The division champion of the year evaluation contest, program chair of the Discover 2025, and the current vice president of membership and president of Medley Toastmasters Club. Let us welcome the presiding officer for today's meeting, Toastmaster J.C. Sundararajan.
For the wonderful introduction. Good afternoon, fellow Medleyans and guests. With the sound of this cable, I declare meeting 863 of Medley Toastmasters open. It's my duty to welcome the dignitaries present here. I would like to welcome the past District 82 PR Manager, Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas T. Abraham. One of the stalwarts of Medley Toastmasters Club who has been active for more than 10 years in Medley, Toastmaster Venkateshan. And would also like to welcome you, sir, guest Subhash. So before we get into the meeting, let's hear from you. Can you share a quick introduction about yourself?
Yes, last week I will give me.
We would love to hear from you. Some new bunch of people here.
Yes. Hi, good afternoon everyone. Good afternoon everyone. So I'm Subhash. So I used to come to Medley regularly from 2011 to 15. After that I took break and then again I joined as a guest. So I hope to continue to improve my communication skills and leadership skills. So I'm looking forward to give a speech here.
That being said, I'd like to start with one incident that happened recently. So a few days back, I went to Tiruvannamalai for a Girivalam, where I had to walk nearly 40 kilometers. I went to that trip along with my friends. Right? When I started the Girivalam, I think after 3 kilometers, I saw an old woman. Right? And she was walking in barefoot with a very small eyes and small sized frame. And then we were walking and she is also walking in parallel. After a point in time, we crossed to that side of the road to see whether we could strike a conversation with that old woman. So we asked her like, are you traveling alone, or it's been like, is there anyone else with you? She said like, I've been traveling alone. And then after some conversations for about 2 minutes, then she opened up and said, I've been waiting for someone to join me in this trip, but that didn't happen. And the wait had been so long that it's been like 13 years she waited to go for Girivalam and she didn't have a company, and this time she decided that she has to do it all alone in 2025. So she started and then we had few conversations and then we were climbing in one pace and she was walking another pace, so we had to tell her bye and then we continued our Girivalam. And then once we completed and we were about to have our lunch at one restaurant, at that time she was completing her Girivalam all alone. When I asked her like, did she complete it all by walking barefoot or did she take an auto, because there is a facility to do that as well. She said like, no, I did it all alone and this is my first time experience. And that time when I realized, okay, sometimes we wait so long for someone to join or for some time to join, to find the right time, to find the right person. But that wait would also make us to wait for so much time, right? It's good to start something very fresh at the moment when we wanted to start. So that's struck me and I decided, okay, hey, why should I wait for 2026 to start picking up my goals, and why not I start ticking off something that I can start for 2026 and 2025 itself. And that moment when Toastmaster of the Day also gave the theme as Vision 2026, I found what not would be a right speech. So that was my experience. So it was one of my bucket lists to tick off that. But I also thought to wait for 2026, but I could take a few in 2025 and even started what I want to do in 2026 in this month itself. So one such thing that we all have in common is to improve our communication and leadership skills. And for us, the platform that we have found already is Toastmasters, and I think it's the right moment for us to think through what we wanted to do in 2026 and set a vision and tick off that. With that being said, Toastmasters is a century-old organization which is founded by Ralph C. Medley in 1924, and it's a platform that help people to improve their communication and leadership skills. Now, every Toastmasters meeting will be taken forward by someone called TMOD for the guest. It's called Toastmaster of the Day, and today we have one person who is a Wonder Woman in true sense. She juggles between her work, her family, she's a mother to a toddler, and a freelancer, having had an experience in IT, banking, and financial sectors as well. Put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Kritika.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashri. You have already set the context for today's day. Before I start, can I just request those who are at the back, please move forward so that those who may come late, they can join in. You can sit here. Thank you. Good evening, Toastmasters and my dear guests.
Good evening.
As this year draws to a close, we often ask ourselves a very familiar question. Where has the year gone by? To some, it has gone in a blink of an eye. To others, the year just seemed never ending. But the most important question that we ask ourselves is, what are we looking back to lead forward? When we talk about Vision 2026, it is tempting to focus on the goals such as titles, milestones, and achievements. But as I reflect on this year, I also realize something important. The future that I want is less about what I will have and more about who I must be. Some lessons came gently, others came wrapped in discomfort. I learned that growth does not always have to look like an improvement. Sometimes it can look like failure that teaches us clarity. Sometimes it looks like feedback we resist before we accept. And sometimes it looks like just simply continuing without quitting, which feels easier. As I reflected, I had realized that the Vision 2026 cannot begin with a checklist. It must begin with an identity. By the end of next year, what is the kind of person that I envision to become? Do I want to be someone who waits for confidence or someone who builds it through action? Do I want to remain defined by fear or by the courage to act despite it? Clarity brings responsibility. Because we know whom we want to become, we can no longer excuse the habits that keep us small. Having said this, I would like to share the flow of today's meeting. The first part of today's meeting is the general evaluator introducing his tag team, and after that we have the prepared speech section, post which we have the table topics master who will share the topics for the Toastmasters and the guests for on-the-spot interaction with the audience. And after that, we have the evaluation round of the prepared speeches. So now I would like to introduce the general evaluator, Toastmaster Balaji. He is born and brought up in Chennai. He has completed his MBA and he is a people photographer and he is a performance marketer. His photos has been featured in the Times of India during Madras Day. When I had asked him what has been his vision for the next year, his vision is to travel the world as much as possible and to focus the work and put consistency in his efforts. So please welcome Toastmasters Bala.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
As a general evaluator for today's meeting, my role is to observe overall quality of the meeting. I will focusing effectively on each segment and each role performed by the members. To help me with this, I have the tag team with me, like timer, hour counter and grammarian with me. First, I introduce the timer. The timer is Manivel. Manivel is the Chandran. He is working in L&T Energy as a senior process engineer. He is like to eat and like to dance. Welcome, says Chandran.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to be your timer for the day. As your timer, I will be timing all of your speeches. I have with me a set of cards that will indicate how long you've spoken and how much time you have left. So, depending on the type of speech that you will be delivering, if it's an icebreaker, you will have to speak for about 6 minutes. At 4 minutes, I will be showing you the green card. At 5, I'll be showing you the yellow card. And when you've passed 6 minutes, I will be showing you this red card. For other general speeches, the same rules apply, except the timing starts from 5, 6, and 7. For table topic speeches, it will be 1, 1.5, and 2 minutes. And at the end of the meeting, I will be giving you my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Chandran. Next, we have our counter, Manivel. He is a professional banker from Erode. Currently working in S Bank Limited, Adaya. Welcome, Mr. Manivel.
Thank you, gentle evaluator. Pause is a skill. Fillers are just habits in disguise. Pause is a skill. Fillers are just habits in disguise. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I am Manivel. Today I am playing the role of R counter. The purpose of R counter is to note the sounds or words that are used as crutch or pause fillers. During the meeting, I will listen to overused words include and, well, but, so and you know. I will also listen to the filler sounds including and I will also note down when the speaker repeats the words such as I, this means, that means. At the end of the meeting, I will come up with the R counter report. Thank you.
Now we have the grammarian, Mr. DTM Thomas sir. The highest Medley attendance since 2015, thrice on district conference stage, thrice triple award, thrice speaker caviation, thrice distinguished Toastmaster, Medley's first golden gavel president. Welcome, Mr. Thomas.
Thank you, G. Good afternoon. As grammarian today, it's my role to look for the gems that you produce in the areas of language, phrases, vocabulary, and also to look at their counterparts and report that when I'm called upon to do so. I also have another role which I've half fulfilled already. I'm proposing a pair of words, resonate and resonance. Resonate is obviously the word, resonance is what that verb does. Re is repeat, sono is audio. So this is very much from physics, which I did at my graduate level, but it also has a more generic meaning, which is, it has to do with frequency. So same frequency, when it is boosted by something from outside, that is resonance. You can have an emotional resonance, you can have an intellectual resonance. That is the more generic use of what is otherwise a term from physics. So I will report on the successful attempts from all of you in using this phrase when I am called upon to do so. Thank you.
Thank you everyone. I will introduce evaluation team after the proposed speeches. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
We have now moved into the prepared speech section. I would like to call upon the first speaker, Toastmaster Ramya. I would share a short introduction. Ramya is a HR professional. She finds great fulfillment and satisfaction in her role, and she enjoys serving people in their careers. And on a personal note, she is a foodie and she loves to travel. When I had asked her what is her vision for the year 2026, and she wishes to live a more mindful and a balanced life by reducing screen time and increasing her reading habit, and to prioritize her self-care and staying committed to healthy food choices that support her overall well-being. So please welcome Toastmasters. Before her speech, I would like to request the evaluator to share the project details.
Thank you. The member is completing the first speech in Toastmasters. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce themselves to the club and to learn the basic structure of the public speech. Timer, please note the time is 4 to 6 minutes. All the best, Toastmasters.
Thank you,
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and their guests. Imagine a man standing outside the hospital, tears streaming down his face. He isn't crying tear of joy for the new life. He is crying because his third child has just been born and it is another girl. That man was my father, and that disappointment was me. My father is a master of sea, an expert in fishing. He was specialist in crafting net for all kinds of seafoods. He was very famous along the ECR from Chennai to Pandi, even beyond. My mother is a homemaker. My life was simple as a toddler, but my world got expanded after I enrolled in a school that is far from my home. By grade 2, I started navigating the world on my own. I used to travel school by public bus. I actually grew to love those solo rides. With the wind in my face, my mind full of dreams. Looking back, almost everything I imagined on those bus seats has come true today. While I maintained a solid academic records at school, I discovered my passion in sports. I was into the athletics and a trained professional badminton player, represented my school at the state level matches. I eventually hit rock bottom. Once the greatest Tamil poet, Avaya, said, "Kudidu, kudidu, varumai kudidu, adinum kudidu, ilamai varumai." Poverty is cruel, poverty is in one youth is cruelest of all. I literally lived those days. My childhood was not spent playing, it was spent observing, sacrificing, and acting as a mature anchor in a sea of family chaos. Even in the shadow, I found my angels. A teacher named Jasmine helped me to secure higher secondary education, and a kind stranger led me to the Lions Club for the first year college education. To survive, I became a gym instructor by 18. From then on, my life has become a true marathon. From 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. at gym, 10 to 4 at college, and back to gym until 8 p.m., all for rupees 2,000 for a month. Thinking back, I wasn't just a student of commerce, I was a student of life, mastering the art of survival. By 2012, I reached the stable shore. I finished my master's degree, secured a job. For years, I dedicated myself entirely to my career and placing my family needs above my own. Then at 29, I here entered a friend through a traditional marriage proposal. Initially, I denied the go, but he waited for a year patiently. My family was championing his cause. If I ask him today why he stayed so long, he will likely to joke that it was a moment of madness. But the truth is deeper. I wasn't just wetting him, I was checking my own readiness to lower my shield I have carried so long. At 30, my solo marathon finally find its rhythm in the partnership. I said yes, and we began our journey side by side. Today, I have a beautiful daughter. She is the living proof of peace which I fought so long to find. Looking back at the man standing outside the hospital years ago, the story has changed now. I was no longer the disappointment once he feared of. I am a proud daughter, stand tall, shouldering all his family responsibility with my strength and grace. My life began as a race. I wasn't expected to win, but I kept running. I realized that in the marathon, your beginning doesn't define you. It is the strength you discover along the journey that carries you to the finish line. And thus, maybe your beginning written by others, but the finish line, that is the masterpiece you write it for yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmasters. It was certainly a very inspiring speech, and how you didn't let failure define you. It was inspiring to see your story of resilience. Moving on to the next prepared speech, we have Toastmaster Raja N. I would like to share a short introduction of him. He is working for an IIT Madras startup as a customer experience consultant, and his vision for the year 2026 is to take few small achievable goals and ensure that it is achieved. And for Toastmasters, his goal is to attend at least 40 out of 53 meetings for the next year. Before he starts his speech, I would like to call upon his evaluator. His evaluator, Toastmaster Rajasek.
Good afternoon all. My target speaker M. Raja is attempting this project, Introduction to Vocal Variety and Body Language. The purpose of the project is to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance his speech. Timer, please note, time is 5 minutes. All the best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajasek. So, Toastmaster Raja, all the best to you. The title of the speech is Please.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
How many of you here are playing flames during your school or college days? Good. An algorithm that could predict human relationships accurately before the era of artificial intelligence and machine learning. It is a simple but a powerful tool. You just need a paper, pen, and someone in your heart to execute this algorithm. During my 9th standard, our dear friend Bhaskar introduced us to this concept of flames. Flame stands for F for friendship, L for love, A for affection, M for marriage, E for enemies, and S for siblings. Knowing this, we all got excited. We started writing flames for all the wild combinations in this world. Jack, Rose, Sanya Missa, Sharavana Kumar. Sharavana Kumar, our classmate. One day, our maths teacher did not come. Our class representative Sharanya asked us to read silently without speaking to neighbors. Our maths genius Bhaskar took out his notebook and started writing flames for him and Sharanya. That result gave us enemies. We all started laughing. Sharanya sensed something was going wrong. She came very close to our bench and she looked at the notebook. Without saying anything, she snatched the notebook and ran towards the principal office. Before we could even realize, damage was done. We were called to the principal office. We got enough scolding and we were waiting outside his room. We were waiting there from morning to evening. Every student and teacher passing by us gave us that weird look. It's all because of the idiot Bhaskar and his crush Sharanya. The final bell of the day also rang. Finally, principal called us in. We apologized to him. Sorry sir, it will not happen again sir. But he didn't listen. After much pleading and assurance, he finally allowed us to come to the school next day with a stern warning. That moment, we decided to take revenge on Sharanya. From then on, whenever she crossed us, we started shouting, Bhaskar, Bhaskar, a typical 90s kid style of teasing. Though Bhaskar was enjoying it inside, he pretended to act as if he didn't like it, but we didn't care. All we cared was Sharanya's reaction. She was irritated and we were happy about it. In the school library, Bhaskar. In the cafeteria, Bhaskar. In the school bus, Bhaskar. She couldn't even complain because technically we were calling our sweet friend Bhaskar. We completed 10th standard in that school. We moved to a different school for 11th and 12th standard. We moved from Orkut to Facebook. We all got graduated. Some of us moved abroad and some of us got married. During this process, we all got matured and became decent human beings. After a few years, around 2019, Bhaskar posted a message in our group. That was our school alumni WhatsApp group. Seeing that, we all got shocked. How this could even happen? Bhaskar weds Sharanya. With the same shock, we attended that marriage. We met Sharanya also. We spoke to her like a good old friend. Of course, we all got matured, right? She told us what happened between them. Sharanya went to US to pursue her higher studies. In the college campus, in the first week, someone shouted, Bhaskar. Sharanya got shocked. Some idiot from that old school came here also. To her surprise, Bhaskar appeared in front of her. Yes, it was Bhaskar shouted his own name to understand whether Sharanya still remembers him or not. Then they started talking, fell in love, and finally ended up in marriage. Hearing this, we all got elated. In that marriage, while taking the group picture, we all shouted, Bhaskar, one more time with happiness. Think about this, friends. Around 2.5 lakh students go to US every year to pursue higher studies. Bhaskar and Sharanya were part of it. That particular state university in Arizona admits only 2,500 students. Bhaskar and Sharanya were part of it. Destiny made them to meet again. When flames predicted the relationship as enemies, Bhaskar did not give up. When Sharanya complained us to the principal, Bhaskar did not give up. Bhaskar followed his heart and finally he became Lucky Bhaskar by marrying Sharanya. And Sharanya became Sharanya Bhaskar. And we all became bunch of jokers who used to mock Bhaskar. But Bhaskar made me realize one thing in life. Life has its own algorithm. It is beyond mathematics, beyond logic, even beyond flames. It works only for those who believe in it, like Bhaskar. From then on, I started believing in life 100%. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity, Toastmasters.
Thank you. move on to the third prepared speaker, I would like to introduce Toastmaster Venkatesan. He is working as a domain expert in a leading IPR firm. When I had asked him what is his vision for the year 2026, he would like to do good things to others by helping them. Before he starts his speech, I would like to call upon his evaluator to share the project details.
Good afternoon, everyone. Toastmaster Venkatesan is doing a project on the pathway Presentation Mastery, Level 3. The name of the project is Persuasive Speaking. The purpose of this project is for the member to understand the types of persuasive speech and deliver persuasive speech. The speech can be about any topic that the member chooses, and it can follow any style. It can be humorous, informational, or any other style that the member chooses. The member may choose to appeal to the emotions, ethics, or logic of the audience during their speech. However, please note that the duration of the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dhanendra. So the title of his speech is BNS, All the Best.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Does anyone knows about what is meant by DNS? What is the meaning of DNS?
Domain name service.
Awesome. On 1st December 2025, I was preparing a PowerPoint at Anna Library. Next to my table, two Gen Z students were disputing among themselves about the URL. I was voluntarily intercepted the students and explaining about that. Before URL, HTTP is there, it is not a real website. Before URL, if HTTPS is there, it's a secured website. And I gave two differences. HTTP is hackers can hack at any time. It's unencrypted data. HTTPS is secure data, and peer-to-peer communication between web server and end user will be there. Data, it's a real website. With a simple analogy, I concluded that HTTP is a postcard. HTTPS, Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure, is a closed envelope. I was on 15th December 2025. I got a call from Mr. Srivatsava, Senior Vice President from Robert Bosch, Bangalore, and he told me that we have a huge problem in our company. Our dealer, one of our dealers, its contract is terminated after 15 years. He is not willing to surrender its website. Venkat, we thought about you. We have already spoke to your company. I'll send you a mail. Come and take the project. Before that, please give your entire PowerPoint presentations. What you are going to do, how you are going to retrieve it, how you are going to guide us. I took it as a challenge. The next day, I took a flight. I went there. I myself, presenting any PowerPoint presentation, I used to check the audience, whether the audience are agreeable or apathetic audience, or varied audience, or uninformed audience. I took the first one, agreeable audience. Because there's a placard is there, group of engineers, group of lawyers, technocrats, CEOs, and more than 500 persons are there. And I was explaining about the DNS and how it works. Technically, through the engineers, like Narayan, some architecture will be there. He will ask the questions, how it is redirecting. I used to explain in the question and answer session. I was explaining all those details. The lawyers, I used to tell them, see, this is the legal section. You can file it in NICSI. With bad faith registration, you can retrieve your domain. I am trying to convince the lawyers also. Uninformed, like the D-level, group level employees are there. Then I used to tell them, whenever you check any URL, please make sure that HTTPS is there or not, secured website or not. They convinced. Because of my precision speaking, and I am trying to convince them and to inspire also all the audience to call action for that project. This way I am explaining all those things. Finally, the whole company, Robert Bosch from Bangalore, they appreciated. And then they told me that how did he find or how can he get all these details? Like Vice President would say, he was there asking personally. I told them there's a arbitration procedure is there. I give a guarantee, definitely you can get the domain name and the website from the respondent. There's no need to worry about that. The best way of speaking is you should convince the client. You should convince all type of employees like engineers, advocates, uninformed laborers also there. But it is a very difficult challenge. Because of this Toastmaster experience, I took it as a challenge and I convinced everyone. Not the technical way to the engineers, legal way to the legal counsels, and the top portfolios in a polished way to inspire and call to action and give the persuasive speaking. The persuasive speaking skills I have developed in Toastmaster, it was more helpful. With this, I would like to conclude my speech. The entire auditorium was resonated to my powerful voice and powerful PowerPoint presentation. With this, I would like to conclude my speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Venkat. It was a very informative and inspiring speech as to how when you had faced the challenge and you were able to navigate this whole situation and you had come back stronger. So thank you for your inspiring speech. So now we move on to the next section. May I note the speakers? Simon, please share the qualified speakers.
The qualified speakers for the day are Toastmaster Ramya and Toastmaster Subhash.
Thank you, Simon. Now we move on to the exciting section, which is the table topics speaker. Before that, I would like to introduce the table topics master. Toastmaster Ramya, she is the founder of Savaya Innovations. She is a creative content strategist, and right now her focus is to invest in herself and to bring fresh, meaningful ideas into her business. So please welcome Toastmasters.
Good evening, everyone, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My name is Ramya Saravanan. I just wanted to say that there are two Ramyas here. One is Ramya Paramasivam, who gave our icebreaker today, and my name is Ramya Saravanan. So, one of the fellow Toastmasters came to me and asked, "You're giving an icebreaker speech today?" But he was my first evaluator for my icebreaker. He said, "Are you giving any special icebreaker speech for ISC?" I said no. So, I request the VPPR team to just mention my full name and as well as Ramya Paramasivam full name to avoid this confusion. Thank you. And one more thing I would like to say is that all the role players have also had it in this table topic thing, and I would like to check with Thomas sir whether the table topic master can also be part of it, because it won't be fair if I'm not there and all the role players are there in the...
He will ask you a question.
So I want someone who likes me to ask me a question. Just a moment, please. Before we begin the table topic session, I would like to give you a small overview about this table topic, especially for the guests and new members. In the beginning, table topic, that is Toastmasters meetings, had only prepared speeches. But later on, in real life, members actually struggle to speak confidently. So short sessions were included in the Toastmasters meeting. Eventually it was named as table topics. And it is a permanent part of Toastmaster international meetings. Since it's the last meeting of the year, Today's table topics will help us reflect and also get ready for the coming year. So, each participant will pick a note and blow a whistle. Based on the note you pick, you will share one New Year resolution. For example, if says career, you can share one resolution related to your career. Hope you are interested. 1 minute, I forgot the whistle. Let's call our first participant, Toastmaster Pradeep KRC. So now you can pick your card and open and you can read aloud. This one. You can take that after finishing the table topic.
Happiness.
So Vision 2026 is the theme. So you have to, this is not the table topic. This is just your Vision 2026. Few words about happiness and Vision 2026. Just a moment. Blow your happiness 2026. Vision 2026. Go ahead.
Thank you. See, thank you so much for this topic, word, whatever it's doing. Actually, from last 2 days, I was thinking about what should I do. And today morning, today when I reached Toastmaster Club, Jesse was talking about the resolution, why on next year, why not today itself. That opened my mind, and I was thinking about what shall I see. Every year I have different resolutions. So this time I will involve on myself. So kindness. Actually, I want to be more kind to me. I was a kind of person thinking about more about me itself. What will, if this will happen, what if that will happen, this kind of overthinking. So I decided today, here itself, to stop overthinking. And yes, next was that, how I should be more happy staying in my life. So same you are given to me. So I could not give much time. So for that, this little prince came to our club. So when I was looking her, she was living her life in present. I was thinking about what should I do after completing of this meeting. But when I saw her, she was living her life. So she was my inspiration. So I try to be my own child for this year, coming year.
That's great.
Thank you.
So now is your table topic. How is my vision for 2026 different from my vision for 2025? Your vision. How is your vision for 2026 different from your vision for 2025?
My vision is different from my
2025 versus 2026.
Last year I don't have any vision because every year I used to keep one vision, and January 2nd I will break it. So this year I decided to live in presence. So there's no much hard work on that. The only thing is that I have to control my mind. So there was no vision last year. So I'm going to enjoy upcoming years. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, of course it's for you.
Thank you.
The next participant, Toastmaster Akash. Okay, yours. Pick one. Please read aloud. Loud. Beautiful. Vision. Your vision 2026 about love. And before that.
What I think about love is like there's something called parental love, and there's something called relationship. We have friendly love. So love, of course.
This is not table topic, I can right?
Yeah.
We are not asking about parental or general about love life and everything, but talk about everything. Feel free to talk about everything.
Okay, so what I think about love is something like when two people care about each other, which people already know about this. So according to me, like my opinion about love for this 2026 is I want to love dogs, which I don't used to because in my parents are really scared about dogs, but I want to love the pets. So it can give me kindness because one thing I think about pets is that they can feel their emotions and they know what to life. So I want that feeling in my life.
Thank you, and here is your table topic. Which is one thing you want to say never again to one thing I want to say again in 2026?
Okay.
Which is one thing I want to say never again to one thing I want to say again in 2026?
Which I don't want to say, but I want to say again in 2026. Okay, good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. So my topic is which I don't want to say, but I will say in 2026. So actually, there's nothing, but I would say that I think I had a story. So the thing is, when I was going in a train, so I was with a lot of friends. So there, I was basically the thing was I was doing footboarding. Actually, according to section 56, should not travel. So police caught me. So I remember I should not do it. So luckily my uncle, he's an HR officer, he got me. So he also scolded me. So I would say that I would recommend you, even if you travel local, don't footboard because it can lead you in 3 years in jail and you have to pay 2,500 and fine. That would it would lead you to if you go for job interviews you are not allowed, and also it would lead to other causes. And also that day I remember I was going for my college, and that time was a Christmas program. I was with Joseph, and my parents they didn't know. I didn't tell them, and they were also scolding me. And that day the officer told me. First he asked me why were you doing this? I thought I committed some mistake. Like I told him there was no space in the train, and then I told him what mistake did I do? Then he said you're footboarding. I told you speak Hindi. Yes sir, I speak Hindi. So sir, leave me sir. So that's what I'm saying. Thank you.
One question.
Yeah.
You were able to attend the skit on the day you played the Joseph character.
Yeah, it was 3 o'clock. I was within 15 minutes I was released.
Okay. Thank you so much. Please stay. Next participant, Thomas sir.
Oh. Okay. Do you need to?
Yes. That's great. Okay. Purpose, Vision 2026. Purpose. This is not the topic. General Vision 2026. What is the purpose? Relevant to Vision 2026. Purpose.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm asking you, this is a note which you have picked. Relevant to Vision 2026. What is your purpose for 2026?
Okay, great. Thank you. It's something I've already started. I had for a long time wanted to do it. Finally, I've started. How to control my weight. I was unhappy that I've added some 6 kilos in the last 1 year. So how do I do it? I bought myself, though my wife has one, I bought myself a weight machine. I wove that into my routine. Morning and evening, I just kept it under the cot. I pull it out. It comes, lit. I feel nice. Happy to tell you, ma'am. Just my experience. I've already lost 5 kilos in the last 2 months. And no inhuman nothing. I just control my weight by reducing the quantity of it. And stop this, we are neighbors of grand sweets. That's a major problem. I've cut it down. And I'm so happy. By the way, my target weight is another 3 kilos away. I can easily do it. So my purpose is to reduce my weight. Good enough?
Yes.
Thank you.
On your table topics. Your table topics.
I'm not again.
Which was one flaw you noticed in yourself in 2025 and one correction you want to make in 2026?
For the second part, allow me to repeat exactly what I said just now. It's very much that, something that I failed doing in the past. I was always underweight. I want to give you this background. I was always underweight. I was purely muscles and and then a stage comes. All of you'll come. Your stage also will come. Besides you, unlike you, things will happen to you. So that is the second part answer. The first part, for quite some time, I wanted to learn editing. I think Balaji will catch you. Editing, I do shooting, editing I do. And there quite a few years, my resolution was to learn editing. There's one artist, a good friend of mine, about your age, but he got married, so he didn't have time at all. You're not married yet, right? So before that calamity happens, I'll catch you. So that is one mistake, not mistake, whatever you want to say, I want to correct this year, apart from reducing my weight.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I do have a weight cushion at home. Daily I don't use it. And sir is very happy to see it. For me, it's very depressing to see it every day. Next participant is K. Subhash.
Family. So good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
So today's topic is family.
The topic is
Sorry.
just your hotel.
Yeah. So till 2025, I was busy with my corporate job, IT job. So I was not able to spend time with family. So now I've given a voluntary retirement after 30 years of service in IT. So now I'm able to spend time with my family, my wife and kid. So they're also happy. I'm also happy. So I don't miss office. But anyway, I have the family here, the Toastmasters Club. So I'm very happy to be part of it regularly.
And here's your question. I'm sorry, sir.
I know it's a good thing not to give me a
If you could have more me time in 2026, how would you like to spend it?
Yeah, actually I like to read literatures, like basically the world literature. I'm very curious about Russian literature, and then German, and then British literature. So now I started reading. So I couldn't get time so far. Now I started going to Hariharanna library. I'm getting all the Charles Dickens books and I started covering. I already covered what happy to share. I finished War and Peace. So it was like mind blowing. So like I used to cry when I read this. Like when Napoleon invades Russia, so the sounds he is making against the Russians. So you can feel that in your ear when you read those words. Then I realized when people say Tolstoy is great, so when you read it, you can smell the gunshots by reading the books. I saw the magic in that, so it was still resonating. Like I just read it during the COVID time. It still, it makes me, like goosebumps every day. I want to continue this habit. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next participant, Toastmaster Moneyweed. Pick one. Please read aloud.
Travel. So, thank you, Tabletop Big Master, for giving the topics which resonates the vision, New Year theme, which is Vision 2026, and travel, which is very close to my heart. But these days, for the past few years, I'm just traveling between my room and the office. So, which I want to break that transition, break that, and want to transition into some other places rather than my office. Yes, of course.
travel. I like to travel many places. Like I'm been imagining of so many places to travel, and particularly it's domestic as well as international. And one more thing about travel thing is I want to explore the architectural meanings which behind our buildings and temples behind our culture. So that is the thing. So yes, as I said, I want to break this transition and move out of to explore this travel.
Okay. Here is your table topic. What is one piece of advice you would like to give yourself in 2026?
So one piece of advice which I like to give to myself is just to be away from the situation and have a calm mind, because I have been for the past in 2025 I am just acting very randomly to the situations and the happenings which happens in office or in the personal life, and I took decisions based on that sudden reflection. So one thing which I have been thinking in my mind to give a pause today as I do the counter thing, I just resonates the same thing, to give a pause. Whatever the things happens or whatever the situations demands you to take an reflex action, give a pause and take a moment, take a breath, and everything will fall in place. So that is the piece of advice I have to give to myself in this from this meeting and this last week of 2020.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, participant Toastmaster Chandran.
Health.
One minute.
So my vision for 2026 with respect to my health. Okay. I am a pretty skinny person. So contrary to DTM Thomas, I would like to put on some weight. Like hit the gym. It's been a long time since I hit the gym. I know I really don't look like it. I could be used as a dumbbell, given how skinny and light I am. But I definitely like to hit the gym this coming year. Probably, wake up a little early because I find it very difficult to even open my eyes at like 8:40, so I'll be rushing to the office. Thankfully, I live very close to the office, so I'm allowed to sleep in a little bit, but still, yeah, that's all.
Here is your table topic. What are the 2 things you would like to say no in 2026?
Okay. Just give me a moment. I wish I had an answer to what I would like to say no to. But there are some things I would like to say yes to, because I haven't really been finding the time to spend with friends and family. I've been very busy these past couple months, so I'd like to sit down and resonate with whatever's going on in family, what's going on around the world. I'd like to say yes to reading a lot more books. So I'm going to switch it and give you a list of what the things I'd like to say yes to. So first thing is to read more books, and I would like to travel. I am planning to go to the Northeast. The Northeast is the only part of India I haven't really been to. And health-wise, I would like to say yes to going to the gym. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Just a minute.
Thank you.
Next participant, Toastmaster Jayashri. Vision 2026. Can you only do?
Okay, I should blow this, yes. Okay. So I've got self. I know there have been introductions about me talking about myself. In 2026, probably I wanted to become a person who's molded better in terms of handling things more patiently, right? Could be more empathetic. That's something that I want to add in my life. And also take things at a slower pace. So I've been running faster for the last at least 3-4 years, work, doing something outside work in terms of being it into cricket or into bike riding or being in fitness or traveling, whatsoever it is. But then this got me some good amount of happiness, but now I feel like I need to reduce that pace, focus more on my parents, my family, spend time with them, and probably see what do I need for myself, because it's been always around, I've put others first and then thought about them. 2026, I'll think more about myself and what do I want to do next.
Your favorite topic. What is one New Year resolution you failed many times, but still you want to try again in 2026?
Sure. So there is one resolution that have been always having it for the past 5 years is to finish the keyboard grade exams, which I haven't done. So I got a keyboard gifted from one of my friends who I got introduced to via Toastmasters, right? And she understood that I have a craze for learning instruments, and she presented me a keyboard 1.5 years back, right? I met her in one of the conference, and from the moment I received, I played only Happy Birthday. That is only to her, and then to my parents, of course. And this has been in the bucket list. So I had flute first, and then I had keyboard, and then I had veena, and I had guitar. I got all the instruments lying at home. At least my mom plays veena, my dad plays flute. The keyboard is still lying around, so I wish at least I could tick off that and play some good songs and clear the level 1 grade exams in 2026, and will also make her proud of that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hope you come up with other songs also. Besides Happy Birthday soon. We're all waiting. The next participant, Toastmaster Rajashekar.
Education. So for 2026, yes, actually this is the perfect topic for me, because I'm going to enroll in my PhD very soon. So I'm going to start a research work in aviation, which helps all the stakeholders as well as general public. That's my motto. Let's see how it's come about.
Very good. Here's your table topic. What is one decision that affected you deeply in 2025 and that you want to avoid in 2026?
Okay, so I like running very much. So from my school days, I used to run very well, but in college, I kind of left it. So I just started it last 2 years only. So it was 2024 was a very good year
where I started my running, and I in 2025 I gone to finish my first half marathon. But in 2025, because of other commitments, I was not able to concentrate much about it. For example, this FCM marathon is like a flagship marathon for Chennai. This year, I'm not running for half marathon again actually. I'm just running 10 kilometers just to sake of running. So I just want to consistently hit the road, and at least in 2027 FCM, at least I want to run half marathon again.
Thank you, Raj. 1 minute. Next participant, Toastmaster Dinesh CJ. Please pick a card.
Friendship.
Nice job.
Like for 2026.
2026, Vision 2026.
Okay. So, in my school friends, most of them, they have been gone to like other places like Dubai, US and all. So in 2026, we are planning to have maybe meet someplace, maybe Pondicherry or something. So this is something which has been really looking for. Hopefully it happens.
Okay. And now the table topic. In 2026, you want to be a new version of yourself or a better version of yourself?
Every year or even every day, we always want us to be a better version of ourselves. But most of the times it doesn't happen. Probably because we lose steam at the end of the day. And even I would like to see a better version of myself, whether it may be a Toastmaster or even like Thomas, or even I want to lose a lot of weight. He has a target of only 3 kgs, but I have planning to lose more than 10 kgs. So it's really going to be a deep task at the end of the day. But hopefully hopefully I can reach the goal. And even professionally, looking forward, creating more endeavors. That is something which I always look forward to. Hopefully I can achieve it.
Thank you. I think so. Thomas sir is going to receive lots of messages about tips for reducing weight. Okay. The next participant is Toastmaster Balaji. Please read aloud.
Money.
Money.
Okay. Yeah. Everyone
Very
wants
excited about money.
everyone wants money in the day. Other than peace, everyone needs money. So I want to planning to switch my company in 2026. So planning to building the skills and improving my skills day by day. Hopefully in March or April I will switch.
To make more money.
Now here is your table topic question. What is one Toastmasters resolution you want to set for yourself in 2026?
As of now, I have the responsibility of SAA. So, improve the experience to the members and planning to bring some interesting snacks, the healthy snacks to members. Hopefully next month you will see. And planning to complete at least 2 pathways upcoming year.
Two levels. Two levels.
2 levels. That's what he's asking. Thank you, Manager. So Dinesh, Narayan was telling, Toastmaster Narendra was telling, to complete 1 pathway we need 2 years. Am I right, Narendra?
2 levels.
No,
not
1
pathways.
pathway. Am I right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Minimum, yes.
Some people can do faster.
Okay, next participant, Toastmaster Kritika. Try it this week. Okay.
So, what I got is dreams. So, the vision for next year with dreams as the context. Well, I like how it's not like only dream and it's dreams. So, yes, I do have multiple dreams for myself next year in my personal growth, where one thing where I come back into my full-time job. So that is it's my dream first, and then the other dream is to also become chef as well. So
Okay, okay. Here is your Toastmaster, the table topic question. What is one goal you want to focus seriously in 2026?
Thank you, Kevin, for a very innovative question. So the one thing I would like to focus on is to upskill myself. I have taken a break in my career ever since I had become a mom, and now I would like to focus the next year on myself and in my career. So the first thing I am looking forward is to upskill myself and come back with a bang to my job. Thank you.
Next participant, Toastmaster Narendra. Can you read aloud?
I have to read it.
Yes.
The topic that I got is peace. I mean, it's not the topic. I'm supposed to speak about peace. That's the best.
Your lungs are good.
Yeah, that's the best I can do. Yeah, I think when the table topics master is asking about peace, I think she's talking about my peace and my well-being. So, yes, one of the things that I read is, there was a quote that I read. I'm not sure who said it. I just read it randomly in the internet. These days, people post some random quotes in the internet, and you think they were given by a famous personality, but they say a lot. So there was a quote that said, being happy is different from being successful. There are a lot of people who could be successful and yet miserable, and we may not see it behind the closed doors. So it kind of like reinforced the message that first we need to find happiness in life, and then after that we can try and reach success with whatever happiness that we could be in. So one of the most important things to be happy in life is to first be at peace within ourselves. So to be at peace within ourselves, I think the most simplest thing to do is to be able to do what we love every single day for at least a few minutes, or maybe even an hour or so. That would actually bring us more peace than anything else. It can be anything. It can be reading a book, or it can simply be wasting our time away by doing something unproductive. We don't have to be productive 24/7. Sometimes we can just do things that just kill time, but would increase our happiness if we just do it. So one of the things to bring ourselves to peace is to do at least one activity every day that truly gives us happiness for maybe 30 minutes to 1 hour. So it is, yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Narendra.
That's it.
Topic I forgot. I'm sorry.
I should have just read it.
I'm sorry.
Topic for us.
No, it's okay.
She just kept me myself.
What is one goal you want to focus? What is one thing that happened in 2025 and you want to continue in 2026?
Well, one of the things that happened in 2025, I want to speak about something outside of Toastmasters, because A lot of people have spoken about their goals within Toastmasters. So one of the things that I noticed was, ever since I started working from home, I've been spending a lot of time in front of the system. And one of the things that my mother said, before 2025, long ago, was that before COVID, you used to go to the office, but I felt like I spent more time with you before COVID struck. But after COVID, you've been at home for most of the time, but I feel like I'm not talking to you at all. I'm not seeing you enough at all. So the reason is that I have my system in one of the rooms, and that is kind of like secluded from the rest of the house. And I stay there for the most part of my day. And I rarely come out. I just come out to eat. Maybe just come out for a few 30 minutes or so a day. But most of the times I'm spending it in that room in front of the system during the weekdays. And she felt that I'm not connecting to her well enough. I'm not giving some time for her. And as she's growing older, she tends to get lonely and she needs someone to give her company, which I used to do a lot. And so since 2025, I've told myself I'm going to try and spend some time with both my parents, my father and my mother, every single day as much as I can. Because what is the point of being, I live with my parents. What's the point of living with my parents if I don't spend time with them, if I'm not available for them, right? So that's one of the things that I started doing in 2025. And of course, there are times when I do a bad job at it and when I go back to that old habit of staying too focused on my work. But of course, I'm trying to come out of it, and I would like to continue doing that in 2026 as well. Spend more time with my family, with my parents. That's one of the things that I do.
Thank you. The storytelling skills are awesome. I forgot myself. Thank you. And I think this is the Toastmaster meeting. Everyone has spoken about table topic, right? And Ramya and myself, two Ramyas are pending. Please, Ramya. Please. Ramya Paramasivam. Please come forward.
It's a career.
If you want, I can give another one.
It's okay.
It's for you.
The career is the one thing because I'm standing here. I have a set of friends at my school level. They all miss the career part some way in their lifetime. But I'm the one, because of my own requirement, I continue my career. That helped me to learn a different way. Now I'm looking very different in terms when I'm comparing with my friends. I have a better maturity than them. They're all restricted with their own family. They didn't get a chance of come out of the family and get exposed with outside world. In that way, career helped me a lot.
Okay. And here is your table topic. What is one thing you are aiming to achieve in 2026?
Definitely that is a consistent in everything. When somebody talks about the health point of it, after my delivery, I have lost almost 10-12 kgs. And again, I am not consistent. Again, I put on a weight. And again, last year, 2025, when my fatty liver gone to some higher level, I again very conscious about my health, and I again reduced my weight. And people you are doing this things just like that, but I myself felt like that I am not consistent in many things. The same like I am coming to the Toastmasters class. When I feel a little less in confidence, I used to stop. I find reason not to come to the Toastmasters. So that is the one thing. I'm always thinking that I should be consistent in whatever I'm doing. The only one thing I'm consistent is going to the office, doing my career job without any issues or deviations. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anyone who likes me a lot, please come and ask me a question, table topic. Anyone, please?
Okay, so is there a card for you?
Yes, I have. There are 2 cards pending. You want me to pick one card? Usually I manage my time better. I'm not very bad at time management. I just get up first in the morning because I'm working from home. I manage my office from home. I take care of the follow-up emails and everything in the morning along with my cup of coffee. Later on, I will just responding to all the pending things, and if it's going to be a Monday morning and all the leftovers of Fridays and client messages, I will reply all the client messages, etc. But still, I feel I can be even more productive. I feel I can write down things like what has to be done, because I don't write down things as of, I have a pattern. Morning I have to do this, and noon I have to do this, afternoon this, and night this. So I think I should write it down and have a timetable and do it. That way I can manage my time better and be more productive.
Before I ask you, is there anyone else who would like to ask the Toastmaster? Is there any person that you would like to ask Toastmaster Ramya?
One resolution you have tried the maximum number of times and failed.
One resolution I tried many times, I failed, is that what others think about me. What others see and what others think and judge about me. So that's the one thing, every time I wanted to get over it, I failed. So everyone is being judged by everyone, whoever it is. When you see you are being judged. That's inevitable. But myself, I'm too much worried and too much concerned about it. I just put myself down. I shrunk. So I think I should come out of it. That's very challenging. That's really challenging. But I'm trying to come out of it, and I will, definitely, I'll come out of it. It is not that easy practicing it. I am also emotionally sensitive. See, emotional sensitive meaning is, when I see someone, when I speak to someone, even if they frown their face, I immediately react. I overthink and overanalyze. Why they are frowning their face? Did I say something wrong? Did I have committed any wrong words or told any wrong words, or what's the problem? Why they are frowning their face? So that's my level of sensitivity. So that associated with the judgmental thing, it becomes worse. So I personally feel I should work on it. I've been trying to do it for a long time. And of course, I'm taking steps for it as well. It's not that I'm not doing anything about it. Now I have a better clarity about things. When somebody judges you, I should not bother about it. I'm not only telling to me, for others sitting here, if somebody is judging for anything for that matter, please don't worry about it. Okay? Be yourself. Thank you. And with that, thank you so much. And I think this is the meeting where everyone has participated in the table topic, including the table topic master, except the little girl.
There were 2 people that didn't get a chance though.
Venkatesh, can I go ahead? Please, Toastmaster Venkatesh. Okay, please. It's okay because 2 cards are there.
Yeah, my chit says growth. I used to discuss with my better off and my friends, my sisters, everyone. Do not think like that success. Maintain. Sustaining is very important in the life. Success and happiness. Happiness is also most important in the life. Success. Keep on trying. One day you will reach. But you should maintain that number one position. It is very difficult. That's why I used to tell my better, always in my office or any other activities, I want to be second. Number one is saturation point. Number two, you will keep on learning each and every time.
Okay, your favorite topic. What skill you learned in 2025, and do you want to continue the same, or do you want to learn something in 2026?
I disagree with your point. In human life, no one is perfect. Every day is experience. Every second is experience for us. I am learning so many good things in Toastmasters in all Saturdays. In the office, daily I am learning some of the things, some of the skills, like how to find out websites, how to find out infringement site, how to find out patent specification. But I would like to tell you one thing. Recently, now it is open that Google informed us all the patent attorneys and the trademark attorneys should sign a stamp paper power of attorney. You are not supposed to use artificial intelligence when you are filing application, patent and trademark application. For us in India, you are not supposed to use artificial intelligence because all the data should be secret. They want to maintain it. But nowadays we are talking about that without artificial intelligence you cannot survive in this world. But last week they circulated the stamp paper through all the patent attorneys, trademark attorneys, more than 100. We have signed the agreement to Google. But one way it's a positive for us. One way say that what are the restrictions they are following. That is why Google is number one. Thank you for this.
Toastmaster Raja. Pick one among this. It's already said that's okay. Pick one among them. Yeah, please read them.
Friendship.
One minute.
Okay, friendship. Friendship is the integral part of everybody will be having different kind of friends. One would be the close circle, another would be people who you meet often in schools, colleges, offices. I always maintain my core friends with a lot of importance. I always ensure that I connect with them regularly. I share greetings. I talk to them. I meet them physically, and I always maintain them.
So here is your table topic question. What is one AI tool you learned in 2025 which is not an LLM? LLM is Gemini AI, ChatGPT, all large language models. Besides this, what is a tool you learned in 2025? If not, what would be your choice in 2026? Which tool you want to learn?
Mostly I used ChatGPT, Perplexity. One tool is I tried was Lovable. It is an awesome one. If you want to create any website of your own, first you have to you will be getting few credit points. You can use that. After that, creating a website, you have to just give an instruction create the website for a company which sells soap. It has different colors of soap. This is the vision of the company. This is where we are located. If you give all the input, that develops a website. That even goes to the extent of creating lead page where you can get the leads also. Finally you have to pay the full credit and you have to get it. It would be really useful. If anybody wants to create a website, you can use Lovable. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So why I prepared these cards and asked people to talk about the Vision 2026 is when I explain my ideas or vision or my dreams to my friend or my family members, what happens is my thought process gets clearer. And also I get new ideas from it. This is actually scientifically proven. So hope whoever spoke here, your idea stays with you and you work on it, and it also resonates with other people who are here. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ramya, for a very refreshing take on the table topics. I would like to appreciate the use of the Brazil. I think it was also quite symbolic because it's like a wake-up call for me to wake up from my slumber and to be more active. So I request the timer to please have a list of the speakers, qualified speakers.
Yes, Subhash, Toastmaster Akash, ADM Thomas, Toastmaster Mahile, Toastmaster Jayashree, Toastmaster Narendra, Toastmaster Ramya P, Toastmaster Ramya S, Toastmaster Vivek.
Thank you. I also understand that the link for the voting for the speakers and for the debate topics speakers are open. So I request all of you to please cast a vote. We shall now move on to the next part of your meeting, which is the evaluation. Whether evaluators will evaluate the speeches, as well as the tag team will share their report. I would request the general evaluator to please come on to the stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. We will now move into the evaluation session. The evaluations are the art of the Toastmaster, where we learn, grow through constructive feedback. I now invite our first evaluator, Toastmaster Dinesh Sekhar. He is a civil engineer, been Medley Toastmaster Club for nearly 5 years. Welcome, Dinesh Sekhar.
Thank you, General Evaluator. A very good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. Today, Toastmaster Ramya P started her journey of marathon in communication by giving her icebreaker speech on the very last meeting of 2025. Kudos to Toastmaster Ramya for giving a brilliant speech. There are 3 main positives which I felt in her speech. The first was the structure of her speech. The opening, she first started by saying, "A man was crying on the middle of the night," and we all thought, maybe are they for tears of sadness? But then she revealed it, they were not, but tears of joy, because she was the third daughter of her parents. So the mystery really kept us hooked into her story. And then she concluded to the structure, to the body of her speech, where she started in a chronological manner, right from the time she was born. Then she was a gym instructor, and finally, when life comes full circle, when she herself gives birth to a daughter. So kudos to Toastmaster Ramya. And then finally, she concluded her speech by saying that it doesn't matter where we start in the marathon, but what matters is where we conclude. That really was a brilliant way to finish the speech. And the second aspect I liked in her speech was the way of the words of the English usage. I'm sure she kept the grammarian on the feet by her brilliant usage, and resounded all of us in a very good manner. Particularly when she said was that her father was a master of sea, and also she said that for all her other college mates, life was for all of them had college life, but for her college was a life. Others were college students, but college was a big life for her. Like that, many usages she used, particularly the quotes of Avaya, all that had very good aspects in her speech. And also the volume. Whenever you spoke, the volume was fully audible, even though it being your very first speech. It really tells how confident you were in a speech. But there were 2 recommendations also which I would like to give to you. The first one is that I felt the body language was a little bit timid. For example, you always kept your hand a little bit close, and you were looking down many of the times. It becomes an antidote for your confidence in your vocal variety, and because many people may think that you are not confident with your speech and you are underprepared as well. So I would recommend you to open up your body language. For example, when you are saying about your father is a master of sea, you could say he's a master of sea. Or when you are saying that your husband was waiting 1 full year for you to give him a sign of okay for him, give 1 year. Like that, I would advise you to open up your body language. And the second aspect which I felt was that maybe you could have had the content a little bit better. For example, there were many aspects that you covered throughout your speech. Maybe one aspect you could have picked and have an anecdote on a short story of your life. For example, you were telling that poverty was very cruel throughout your life. A short story of how poverty was cruel in your life. Maybe you could have made a better impact with it. But overall, it was a brilliant speech, and we all loved it. If you can take the 2 recommendations in a positive manner, a brilliant speech altogether. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster.
Just a small request to everyone. The votes for the best speaker, best class speaker have not started coming in yet. So I would request everyone to take a few seconds to vote for the best class speaker before we have any votes. Just take a few seconds, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh Sekhar. Beautiful evaluation. Tell the importance of body language and vocal variety, how important in the speeches. Now I invite our second evaluator, Raj Sekharan. He is a dedicated public servant with over 15 years of experience in civil aviation industry. The favorite quote is, life's too short to play like small with your talents. The vision for 2026 is to publish the first research paper in reputed Q1 journal as a part of this PhD project. The next step is the new leadership role in Toastmaster and record at least 10 cover songs with Cap John. Welcome, Toastmaster Raj Sekharan.
Good afternoon, friends. So what we have seen is not a speech, it's a movie titled Flames. So this Flames is not only 90s thing. Till now we are talking about it, then it has no age, because it doesn't matter you are going to use it or not. Your witty friend will definitely do for you. So I like that title very much. That's the first thing. And second thing is he started a question and mostly everybody is responding. That's a very good group. They will listen to you throughout his speech. Third thing is he is very comfortable on stage. That looks very good. He is very confident throughout the speech. And there are some subtle humor here and there that I enjoyed very much. I have only one recommendation. Your story has a lot of scope for your vocal variety. For example, you can just emote like Bhaskar or Sharanya or your angry headmaster and you have variety. For body language, maybe you would have acted like irritated Sharanya. That will add more flavor to your speech. To summarize, for me, this speech is like a movie titled Flames, where Bhaskar wins Sharanya with the help of his witty friends. With more vocal variety, your movie will be long remembered and resonate on our minds. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raj Sekharan. Now I invite our third evaluator, Toastmaster Narendra. He is working as a software architect in a MNC company called Bonzas. He is like to listen to music, playing chess and watching any Netflix series. Favorite quote is, the more I learn, the less I know. Welcome, Toastmaster Narendra.
Thank you, GE, for that introduction. So, domain name system, a relevant topic for a domain expert like Toastmaster Venkatesan to speak about his own field of work. And he delivered a very enlightening speech today about DNS. Now, I would like to find out, or I'd like to present what about the speech landed from a persuasive aspect and what did not land. Basically, the commendations and the recommendations. So I'd like to start off with the commendations. Toastmaster Venkatesan took a technical topic, domain name system, but made it relatable by bringing in a situation and a story. So basically his company had first to start off, there was a conversation between two teenagers. about HTTP and HTTPS, the two types of protocols that we were seeing, and also how his company was facing a problem with procuring a particular domain from one of the clients, and how he stepped in that situation, and how he tried to enlighten the audience, but at the same time persuade his audience there to try and understand what this domain name system is about and to try and reach a solution. So I like that. I like the fact that he took something technical and put it in context, in relevant context, so that all of us can understand and relate to it. The second thing that I analyzed or that I observed was he understood the technicalities of the project. There were different types of persuasions listed in the project. You can either inspire your audience to a particular point of view, or convince them by using logic to agree to a particular point of view, or give them a call to action. And also there were different types of audience which Toastmaster Venkatesan really summarized very well, that were listed out in the project manual. So I think he has analyzed the project manual from a technical standpoint and tried to bring in the various aspects of persuasion in his speech when he was delivering it. So these were the commendations. There were certain areas of suggestions that I would like Toastmaster Venkatesan to work on. The first one is the details of the persuasion. So you came in, you established a situation, and you mentioned the outcome. You covered the what aspect of it, who were there and what aspect of it. But how did you convince them? What were the exact details? What were the exact conversations that were going on? And how to make the audience understand the exact conversation so that your persuasive skills could have been much more obvious and much more evident to the audience. So the details of that persuasion part was missing. So that could have been covered. And the other thing that I wanted to mention was with respect to the project objective. You did narrate an incident where you were extremely persuasive, but the objective of the project was to deliver a persuasive speech at a club meeting. So basically to deliver or to persuade the audience here of a particular point of view. So that could have been, you could have paid a little more attention to that, and you could have, just checked that out before going ahead with the project. So to summarize, technical topic presented in a very relatable way, and then you understood the technical details of the project. But of course, if you could pay a little bit more attention to the objectives of the project and also add in more details to each incident, so that people can really see your persuasive skills in action or understand it, then that would be great. So all the best to you for your future speeches. So
thank you, Toastmaster Narendra. May I now request the timer? Let us know the qualified evaluator.
Just a minute. Qualified evaluator for the day is Toastmaster Dinesh.
Now I invite in my tag team. First, I invite the timer to present the timer report to the audience.
Good afternoon, everybody. First up, we have the table topics. Guest Subhash spoke for 1 minute and 4 seconds. He's qualified for the votes. Toastmaster Pradeep spoke for less than a minute. Toastmaster Akash spoke for 1 minute and 43 seconds. He's also qualified. DTM Thomas spoke for 1 minute and 2 seconds. He's also qualified. Toastmaster Manivel spoke for 1 minute and 1 second. He's also qualified. I spoke for less than a minute. Toastmaster Jayashri spoke for 1 minute and 3 seconds. She's also qualified. Toastmaster Rajshekaran, less than a minute. Toastmaster Dinesh, less than a minute. Toastmaster Balaji, less than a minute. Toastmaster Kritika, less than a minute. Toastmaster Narendra, 1 minute and 53 seconds. He's qualified. TM Ramya P. Parmasivam, 1 minute and 1 second. She's qualified. TM Ramya S, 2 minutes and 5 seconds. She's also qualified. TM Venkatesan, 1 minute and 18 seconds. He's also qualified. TM Raja, under a minute. Prepared speeches. Toastmaster Ramya P spoke for 4 minutes and 34 seconds. She was within time. Toastmaster Raja spoke for 5 minutes and 39 seconds. He was also within time. Toastmaster Venkatesan spoke for less than 5 minutes. He did not qualify. For evaluations, Toastmaster Dinesh CJ spoke for 3 minutes and 11 seconds. He was within time. Toastmaster Rajasekaran M spoke for 1 minute and 36 seconds. Is not qualified. Toastmaster Narendra spoke for 3 minutes and 32 seconds. He is also not qualified. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chandran, for the beautiful report. Now I invite our counter to present the report.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to begin my all-counter report with a simple thought process. Like, have you ever wondered why this fillers or repetitive words happens during our speech? Any thought process on this?
Not getting the right word. Not getting the right word.
Yes, sir. And any other?
It gives the opportunity to find a new word, right?
Sure. Now you are saying. Yeah, of course. So few of my observations in this regard is, like, when we think faster than when we speak. So that is one of the reason for why the fillers are happening. And another one is, of course, lack of pauses, nervousness, and unstructured thoughts. So these are all the simple reasons why we are using fillers or repetitive words in our speeches. And what are the ways we can, or what are the simple techniques we can use to overcome this? Is there any thought process on that?
Be clear about the sentence before you start speaking.
Sure.
Speak slowly.
Sure. Next.
Think slowly.
Sure. Yes. Few of my observations in this regard is, like, replacing the fillers with powerful pauses or purposeful pauses, which we can employ this technique to overcome this. And another one is slowing down the rate of speech. And the next one is prepare the strong openings and transitions where the fillers and most repetitive words are happening. So this is the simple technique which we can use. And here is our counter report. And in this meeting, the most repetitive sound is, of course, just like happening in other meetings, it is R. And the most overused words is so and like. And most of us have repeated the words like, about, you know, hopefully, I mean, I think, just. So these are all the most repeated words in this meeting. And coming to Toastmaster Vice report, Toastmaster Ramya P give a clear, prepared speech. Kudos to her. With few hours and repeated like in table topics. And Toastmaster Raja gave a clear speech in the prepared speeches. And with few hours and repeat the words like in table topics. Toastmaster Venkatesh C have used like 3 times in his prepared speech. Toastmaster Pradeep used the repetitive words about and my. And Toastmaster Akash used the sound R, and overused words are so, like. And DTM Thomas sir has given clear speech. And Toastmaster Chandran have used the word you know repeatedly, and the sound R. Guest Subhash have used overused the words of so several times, and the word sound R several times. And Toastmaster Jayashree has given a clear speech, and Toastmaster Rajsekaran has used the word so many times, and Toastmaster Dinesh repeated the words hopefully several times, and Toastmaster Balaji have used the sound R twice. Toastmaster Kritika used the sound 4 times. Toastmaster Narendra used the phrases you know, I mean several times, and Toastmaster Ramya has used repeated the words just several times. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manivel. And the third process of and where we are lagging and why is coming. Now, may I request the grammarian to present the grammarian report. Welcome, Mr. distinguished Toastmaster Thomas.
Thank you, G. Yes, a good story puts people to inaction. That's what happened with the presiding officer's Thiruvannamalai speech. I failed to note anything at all. Sorry, you did better than the score it shows here. Same thing with you, ma'am. I woke up a little late. I'm sorry. You said something. Reduce screen time. Of course, quoting the first speaker. So that's the only one I captured. Now for you, ma'am, the first speaker, our literary standards are pretty good, Medley. People come up with real gems. People like Jagan, a lot of them. But today, you presented a diamond necklace. The whole speech, if I had the skills, I would have noted every sentence almost. Remarkable. Remarkable. Allow me to say, quote a few. But before I forget, I request you, kindly be a bit slow. We will talk about it. So that no good word that you deliver is lost on anyone. I felt inadequate. We'll talk about that. The ones I really like was someone waiting outside. That disappointment was me. Contrast that with the end where she says, marathon beginning doesn't define you. Write a masterpiece you can write for yourself. I thought that was a very good summary. The contrast, though distanced by five minutes, I connected the two. Then hit rock bottom, which is okay by your standards. Wind in my face, mindful of dreams. Wow, wow, really. Then I found my angels. They're all coming so matter of fact without any pretensions or show. That's what I like most about. Lo, my shield that I carried for long. Not so sure we can discuss it. Is shield the greatest presentation of weight? I don't know. Living proof of peace and found proud daughter. Yeah, found a proud daughter, you said, right? Can you help me with that? Proud, what is that?
Sentence was like, I found that my daughter is my living
proof of my
peace,
daughter.
where
Perfect.
I was missing for very long.
Absolutely. So, I'm sorry. You understand. I couldn't catch that. Then, marathon. Yeah. So then again, marathon as a metaphor. A lot of people claim it. They do something in life. You owned it. I mean, there's a huge difference I found. This is authentic. Marvelous, marvelous. Okay. Then, moving on to the second speaker, Raja. Again, something strange. Flames. Of course, I didn't catch all of that. So there also you could be slow. Then, Bhaskar. The way you said Bhaskar became an idiom. The sound, the tone, the context. This is going beyond words. I don't know whether grammarian should talk about that or not. Then, switch from Orkut to Facebook. Yeah. Elated. Then, Toastmaster Venkat. No, Venkat. Yeah. Voluntary intercept. We must consider whether it is voluntary. Interception is an intrusion. Helping voluntary becomes, more interesting, I thought. Analogy, you said. There's no substitute for that word. Then, HPTTPS. The S makes what is an open book or open envelope a closed envelope. I have never understood the meaning of HPPS till I heard it from you. Absolutely. Then, apathetic, very powerful word, agreeable. Then, Ramya Saravanan, I will remember now. Ramya Saravanan, I can't think beyond chocolate. Then Subhash, you talked about, again, smell the gunshots by reading Tolstoy. There were many more like that. Brilliant. You have got into it, I can feel it. Fantastic. That is the power of words. Then, only a few more. Dinesh, lose team, apt, Naren, I'm available for them. Simple words, but there is no substitute for that. Parents or, available for them. It's like being present. Brilliant. Improvement notes, FU. I am not consistent. Less than confidence, less than confident. Ramya Saravanan. No, sorry. You said, I shrank. What did you say, man? I shrink. What did you say? Shrunk. Okay, it's correct. I heard it wrong. Perfect. See, shrink, shrunk, shrank. Shrunk is right. Perfect. Then you, man, get up from my slumber. Very, very expressive. And Dinesh, you talked about, but how you could remember all her phrases without a shred of paper on you, I don't understand. So compliments you for that. I think that's, in all, as a grammarian, I was richly rewarded. Thank you, all of you. And yes, 1/3 of you used the word of the day. The ones who used are, let me not deny them the credit, Venkat, Subhash, our counter Pradeep, Chandran Timer, Ramya Saravanan, Rajshekar. Thank you very, very much. And please do not vote for me. Thank you.
Before I hand over the stage, here is my GE report. Meeting started at time, but I am not at the time. Sorry, kindly apologize. I love every speeches, the inspiring icebreaker speech. I love to listen to stories, so very inspiring. Second speeches, the back to school days, really nice. I learned the meaning of HTTP versus HTTPS. Thank you. And in TT speeches, always I love the third process of Toastmaster Ramya. Kudos to her. The theme also aligned with the Toastmaster of the day. However, I noticed that TT speakers spoken for a long time about the Vision 2026 at beginning. When the actual table topics question was given to the speaker struggled to speak minimum time. It seems like speaker may assume that Vision 2026 itself is the TT topic. Everything is nice. Tag team also done a very good job. Thank you so much. Now I hand over the stage to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, as we come to the end of the session and the last meeting for this year, it was amazing to listen to each one of you share your own vision for the next year. Now, all of us have spoken about the self. What about as a collective? I would just like to ask ourselves these two questions to reflect on. How will my growth make someone else's journey easier? How will my voice create space for others to find theirs? I would like to share to my fellow Toastmasters that may we move forward not just with ambition but with intention, not just with vision but with courage, and not just towards 2026 but towards the best version of ourselves. Thank you. May I request everyone to please vote for the speaker, the table topic speakers, and the best evaluator, and the best tag team. Sorry, and the best tag role player. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, and all the role players who made this meeting possible, which is the last meeting of this term. Before we get into the winner's announcement, I would like to get the feedback from the guest. So, Subhash.
Actually, the session was quite interesting. So everybody participated, and it was everybody shared their own experience and the plan for next year. It actually motivates. I can borrow some of them and apply to my journey. So it is very good meeting. I can summarize here.
Sure, thanks, and we look forward to having you here. Today, it's a special meeting considering one of our speakers have taken the first step in giving the icebreaker speech. So it's time for us to recognize the icebreaker speaker by giving a standing ovation. When I get the winners list, so there is one announcement for the members. So the next week, which is going to be the first meeting of the next term, we'll have the XCOM installation. So we look forward to have you all as part of this XCOM installation, and let's cheer for the new beginning of the next term. So that's one information. The next one, let's get into the results of today's meeting. The best evaluator, we all know it's going to be Toastmaster Dinesh, who evaluated icebreaker. The best TT speaker is Toastmaster. Oh, it's going to be the guest, Subhash.
Thank you. Okay.
The best tag role player is a first-time role player who counted the ahs, da. The best speaker for today, who brought back this nostalgia of flames to us, Toastmaster Raja M. Finally, the best role player for today's meeting, the lady with the chocolates, the table topics master, Toastmaster Mandalas. With the winners being announced, it's time to also recognize the first time role players. Toastmaster Moneyvale doing the R counter role. We have the Sergeant at Arms, the new Sergeant at Arms for our club today. It's Toastmaster Akash. And the General Evaluator role is being played for the first time by Toastmaster Balaji. Before we could wind up the meeting, we can all take up a group photo, and then we can have the tea and snacks. So with this, I'm adjourning Medley meeting number 863.
501.